Hey Helgi, this video is in reply to the Punishing the Unbelievers video that you did a couple of months ago. I've been wanting to reply to it for some time, but I didn't have the time for it because I had exams and stuff. Now, before I begin, I just want to, put aside the idea of Islam not putting forth enough evidence to convince people, because that's the whole point of us conversing, whether to disprove or prove Islam. So let's put that aside and dig into the deep stuff. First, you need to realize that the examples that you put forth, whether it's the age of the earth example or the time travel example, they're not very accurate in the sense that they don't affect an individual's afterlife. If I don't believe in time travel, if I don't believe that the earth is 13.7 billion years, that won't send me to heaven or otherwise. Okay? Now, you can't say that and then come and say, well, a scientist wouldn't punish me for not believing in his theory, because it's not the same thing. Now, the whole purpose of our argument here is to find out whether this religion is correct, or whether it isn't, or whether there is a God or whether there isn't. So your point would be valid. The point of the video, the point of denying punishment, or the point of objecting about the fact that there is punishment or there isn't, that would be relevant in the case that there is not religion. In fact, if there was not religion, then why would there be punishment in the first place? We would just live our lives, do whatever we want, and then we would just die and whatever, the end. So there would not be a reward, there would not be any afterlife punishment, But how about in the case that there is a religion, and there is a God? This means that there would be a reward, and based on that there would be punishment. It's 1 + 1 = 2. So let's say that I believe in a religion that is Islam, for example, which is the religion of God, which I believe to be correct. And based on that, I carry out the motions of this religion, and I perform the orders that God orders me, which is to pray, to not sleep around, to not smoke, to not drink, so on and so forth. So this puts restrictions on my life. I can't do whatever I wish. On the other hand, another person does not believe in God, does not believe in religion, hence has no restrictions. He drinks, he smokes, he sleeps around, he doesn't get married, all that stuff. So he has a pretty much life that is free of any restrictions, and I am restricted. Alright? So he has no obligation to do anything in this life other than what he forces upon himself, or what he feels ethical or humanitarian. So who is to bring me my right, and who is to reward me by upholding my end of the promise, my end of whatever it is? Why would he get the same reward that I would, or why would he get the same punishment that I would? I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Now, there is a very old scholar or imam. He's also a philosopher. His name is Al-Ghazali. He speaks of 3 types of people. The first type of people is, and this is actually good news, the first type of people is a type that has not heard of the message. The message has not reached them. Nothing triggered the need for them to search about the truth. Alright? Which would, in our age be near impossible because of the internet and stuff. But regardless, there is people that don't know about any religion or Islam or whatever, and I mean they don't know about it. How are they going to research about it if they don't even know the concept of religion? So these people, they don't have punishment whatsoever. Why would they be punished? It's logical. Now the second type, and this is the worst kind. All right, these are people that have heard the message and have seen it and have seen enough evidence to prove to them that this is indeed God's message, and they in fact believe that it is God's message, and they choose to deny it. Alright, so I know that, for example, Islam is the correct religion. I know this in my heart, but I choose to deny it. Because, for example, I'm a priest or whatnot, and if I say that Islam is the correct religion, then everybody behind me will become Muslims, or I will be killed, or whatever, or I'll lose my power, stuff like that. That is the person that is called the unbeliever, and this is the person that will have the most punishment, or the punishment. Now the third kind is the type that are sincere in searching for the right path. Then, while searching sincerely, and I put like 100 lines under this, they die in the process. Their life ends. So they were on a path, and they were searching, and then they died. So, I mean, keyword here is sincerity. For the third time I repeat. There's this story. It's a hadith. I don't know if you know it or not, but over here everybody knows it. A man killed 99 people. He was a disbeliever, and he went to a priest, so so he can do tawbah, so he can come back to God, so he can see how God will forgive him, so he can be closer to God. And this priest told him that there is, you're doomed. You killed 99 persons, so you're like, there is no hope for you. So he killed him. So he made him 100 people. And then he continued his journey. He heard that there was this very wise man that would tell him how to how to be clean and how to come back to God. Yeah, so he went to this man, and he told him to leave the place that he is in because it's full of bad things. It's just going to pull him back to the worst. Alright, so he told him to go to another place which is miles away, hundreds of miles, I don't know where it was. He told him to go over there because over there he will find purity, and he will come back to God, and God will forgive him. Now in this journey to this other place, the man died. Alright, so the angels of heaven came to take him, and the angels of doom or punishment or whatever you want to call them came to take him, and they had an argument whether he should go to heaven or go to wherever else. Now what happened here was God told them to measure the distance between him and this new place, and the distance between him and the previous place that he was in, and see which one is shorter. And the shorter distance, he would then go, if he had a shorter distance to the new place, then he would go to heaven. And God moved him, or moved the ground, I'm not sure what it was, and the distance between him and the new place was in fact shorter, so he went to heaven. Now the point of this is, if you're sincere in finding the truth, then God will, He will consider this, because that's, there's a hadith that says, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. This means that all the actions that we do depend on, or not depend on, they are based on our intentions. Right? So you don't, Your judgment is not based on your action, it's based on your intentions. Alright? So if you intend sincerely to find the truth, then you will not be punished, even if you die when you have not reached a conclusion. Because the intention is what counts, the sincerity is what counts. Alright, so I hope I've somewhat made this a bit clearer for you. Because, I mean, you said it yourself. You said that God is God is almighty, all-knowing, you know. He's also all-merciful. So how can He punish me if He knows that I intend to find the truth? God says that He is more merciful on a man than a mother is merciful to her child. So how can you come and say, after knowing this, that, oh, I feel sorry for this person, and not expect that God is more merciful upon him more than you? I mean, He created him. You know what I mean? Alright, so I hope I made stuff a bit clear for you. Okay? Peace.